part of the Beaverton School District, and then here at Monica for the last 4. Before that, I was assistant principal in a couple of different buildings throughout the district. So I've been an administrator for 19 years. I don't feel that, but apparently I am. I also have 3 successful Beaverton School District students. 2 have actually graduated, and I anticipate the last one will finish up on June 10th. We hope. He has his cap, he has his gown. Supposedly he's walking across the stage. So, just want to let you know a little bit about me, and now we'll introduce our teachers. Well, it just so happens I get to introduce these teachers. You can see I'm up there. Then we have Madeline Shively, who is our student success coach. And we also have one of our kindergarten ESL teachers, Georgia Hastings. She's on maternity leave right now. She'll be back in the next few weeks. And we have Maria. Maria is out in, oh, there she is. There's Miss Maria. Miss Maria, did you want to gather anybody to sit with you?
If anybody needs Spanish translation.
I know I'm going to say this in English, but if anybody needs Spanish interpretation, Maria is your person to sit with.
We're good?
All right. Okay, pictured up here, we have our school counselor. She's standing in the back as well. Christine Kenyon, she's waving at you all. We have a school social worker, Courtney Neal, and an office assistant, Angela was out in the foyer, maybe checking some of you in, and also Carol was out in the front checking you in as well. All right, now we're getting to the fun one, the teachers. So I'll let them go ahead and introduce themselves.
Hello, my name is Miss Amy. My full name, Amy Anoxima, but I go by Miss Amy for the students. I've been teaching at Monica for 7 years, and I'll be finishing up year 2 in kindergarten.
Hello, my name is Martha Gardner,
I didn't break that, did I?
and I've been teaching at Monica for 4 years now, and just love kindergarten.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Selena. This is my first year at Monica and my first year in kindergarten. Hi everyone, I'm Miss Gabriella. I'm one of the preschool teachers. I've been teaching preschool for about 17 years and I've been in the school district for about 3. I'm very excited to meet you all. Hi everybody, my name is Alexa Nystrom. This is my one of the preschool teachers. I have been in preschool for 2 years and I taught kindergarten and state for 8 years. So, very passionate about it. Ooh, that got loud. And we will be hiring a new preschool teacher. Those are all.
I'll add to that. Thank you, Ms. Amy. Yes, for our half-day preschool program, the morning PM session, we are looking to hire somebody either from internally from the Beaverton School District or a new person. Our 2 preschool teachers that are up here are for the Preschool Promise program.
So I will be talking about some of the things to expect in the first few weeks of kindergarten. So getting started. In kindergarten, we focus a lot on community building and learning the school routines. So how to access lunch, how to play at recess, how to use the bathroom in a public space without an adult with you, how to enjoy specials, PE, music, library, and technology. We also will be spending time learning how to play, build, pretend, and storytell, and practice coming to school 5 days a week. What can you do right now to help your child be successful in kindergarten? Please help them practice independently eating within a 20-minute window. Thinking about their school containers, can they open it independently without an adult helping them? Can they stay focused while eating around friends? Being able to follow multi-step instructions first, second, third. Independent bathroom use, a great way to practice this is when you go to the store, go to a restaurant, having them practice going to the bathroom themselves, locking the door, knowing how to flush, using the toilet paper, how to wash your hands afterwards, all of that. And then please help them learn how to button and zip their pants on their own. And if they have shoes that have ties, independently tie their shoes, that'd be really great if you could teach them that. If not, we really encourage Velcro shoes. Those are great. Alright, let's talk about how we learn. With reading, writing, and phonics, we use the workshop model. The workshop model is all about teaching your kids independence. They will be reading and being readers and authors all on their own. The workshop model starts with a mini lesson. The teacher will teach a skill. The class will practice it together. And then the students are sent off to practice that skill either independently, with partnerships, or in small groups. During that time, your teacher will be providing individualized supports to the students. Then the class will come back together to do debrief, add-on, or review what was taught and the skill that they are learning. For reading, each student will have their own reading box. In the reading box, they will have books that they can read independently and tools to help them. There are pointers, charts to remind them of the strategies that they've been taught, and things to help them stay organized. For writing, they will also have their own writing folder. In their writing folder, they will have tools to help them to write independently. There's ABC charts, sentence frames, and planners. In kindergarten, kids are asked to write books about one topic that span across multiple pages. Some of the units that we'll be working on are personal narratives, persuasive writing, informational writing. Students will also be directly taught letter formation with handwriting. And during writing time, it's really important that students are encouraged to phonetically spell the words as they hear them. And we will work on letter names, letter sounds, snap words, how to spell words correctly, and letter rules during phonics. At our school, in kindergarten, we support all ELL students. We work with a co-teaching model. So each day your student gets one-on-one help during writing time. Eligibility is determined with a screening test within the first month of kindergarten. So if you qualify, we'll know by then. As for science, social studies, and health, we emphasize learning through inquiry, so having the students pose questions and diving deep together. Our main focus is in kindergarten are learning about ourselves and about others and how to respect and encourage relationships with people who have similarities and differences. And for health, we will be focusing on safety and hygiene, so how to be safe on the playground, in the classroom, as well as how to wash your hands correctly, how not to pick your nose, etc., etc. For math, we will be using a more inquiry-based learning. This is when the teacher will pose a question or a scenario, and through investigation, the students will be finding solutions and making connections. Students will be asked to solve the math in multiple ways, manipulative, drawing pictures, numbers, and with their own thinking and words. Some of the skills that we'll be working on this year are counting one-to-one and sorting objects. We will be seeing a number, being able to name it correctly and represent it, identifying 2D and 3D shapes, and adding and subtracting within 10 and key numbers. During math, we will also spend a lot of time playing math games and using the app Dreambox to strengthen their mathematical understanding. So we start the day with play. This helps students transition from home to school, allowing children to move into a relaxed, altered state, which brain research tells us is optimal for learning. Students have the choice and use materials as thinking tools in multiple subjects. So one example of that would be, we just finished up a how-to writing unit, and we had little stations where they got to play with like ice cream scoopers, how to make a pizza, building it step by step, and they got to use those transitional words. And then teachers observe students at play and use questioning strategies which guide further learning and exploration. So if they're playing about something during playtime, maybe they can write about it during writing time.
is making family and community connections. We are learning the educational system in BSD, and we are practicing and building a community. Our curriculum is called Habits of Mind. It's very play-based and it's child-led. So if the kids are interested in it, we bring it to life in the classroom. And while we are playing and exploring, we are also working on our academic skills. We are readers, we are authors, we are mathematicians, we are artists, we are all the things in preschool. And we are very excited to be here at Monica and show you what we do in preschool.
And very similar to what the kindergarten team said, you would do very similar things with your preschooler this summer. So read tons of books. It doesn't matter if they're in English or Spanish or any other language. Reading is reading. So just read tons and tons of books this summer. And spend a lot of time talking with your child. I think often we do some maybe parent coaching about the difference between saying something like, did you like the beach? And what was your favorite thing about the beach? So the difference between a yes or no question and something that might prompt more of a back and forth conversation. That makes them be really successful socially in preschool. And then just playing together, getting used to making a choice of something that they want to play with, cleaning up by themselves when they're all done, feeling that sense of pride in something that they created and chose. And that could be inside, outside, whatever your family is comfortable with. There's tons of ideas on the internet, Pinterest, wherever you want to meet, or some fun things to play.
Right. Now is the fun part. At least I think it's fun. So all of our preschoolers and our kindergartners get to go visit the classroom with a few teachers. Notice adults have a plan check for every child, so your child's name should be on you, therefore you are allowed to pick them up. We also don't want to make this experience traumatic, so if your child is struggling with going with a classroom teacher, one adult can of course go with them, but then they'll miss all the lovely things I get to say about all the technical details, which you'll learn eventually. Or you can just stay in the space with your child. We want it to be a happy, engaging experience with their classroom teachers. Now these are not the teachers who will be assigned, this is random. So, I'm ready to go. With everybody who has an orange tag, raise your hand if you are a preschooler or kindergartner and you're orange. Excellent. If you are orange, I want you to follow Miss Amy and Mr. K. I don't see Mr. K. Oh, there he is. And you're going to head out this door. So go ahead if you're orange. Head out that door. You're going to go a sneaky back way. Right on it. And you don't have to take a parent with you, only if you want to.
Want to go with this then?
Remember parents, if you have a successful drop-off, come on back. Great, while all of the orange friends are leaving this way, going out this direction with Miss Selena and Miss Gabby are everybody with a blue name tag. Now remember parents, you can stay, but the blue name tag is going to follow them this direction. And remember they'll say, do want you to come back if you can. I'll be talking to 5 people.
I want to go for the TV, but I'll let you guys go.
Okay, and as blues are heading on out, maybe it's obvious, I don't know, everyone with a red name tag can head out this door with Miss Wagner and Miss Alexa. Come back. go through, you know, the technical stuff. Slide, please. Alyssa will be participating in the presentation in a minute, so she'll introduce herself, but I get to tell her to turn the slides. So, if you haven't registered yet, please do. Especially our kindergarten families, as soon as you do your online registration, then you will qualify to be able to come to Kindy Academy, which I have in another slide. So please, if you're planning on coming to school in Idle Monica, enroll as soon as possible. It just helps us get everything adjusted, get all of our class sizes set up, and makes everything easier. So please enroll. If you haven't yet, please do it as soon as possible. And remember, coming to Idle Monica is free, so it's not like you have to pay a registration fee. So if you decide for whatever reason that you're going somewhere else, like by the time August rolls around, or you move to Texas in the middle of the summer and you didn't know right now you were moving, that's okay. It'll just disappear. You can tell us you're not coming. But please enroll as soon as possible. Some of the things that are super important are the paperwork. Your registration is not complete until we have a copy of the birth certificate, immunizations, and proof of address. By the way, this whole slideshow, as well as the video, you might not be able to hear the first 20 minutes, but this whole presentation will be put online, so if you need to refer back to it later, you can. And it is okay, going back to the paperwork, if you actually take pictures of some of your paperwork that's important, necessary, and you can email it to our office staff. They're listed here on the slide. All right, there is this cool little video about registering for kindergarten, but I'm going to leave it for your personal entertainment on your own time. You've probably seen it. I've had it in the school newsletter if you already have a student here. But I did want to show a little bit about supporting play in K. It speaks a lot to what hold on.
So why do you think we're mad? Well, ¿por qué necesitamos saberlo? Bueno, it helps us to make places so we're going to try for our school.
All right, so we're going to watch supporting play in kindergarten and preschool.
When children are having fun and something is playful, they're more likely to be engaged, and engagement is everything for learning. Throughout the day, while we're teaching academics, we try to incorporate play through everything.
So education play is the heart of our day here in kindergarten. It's thinking about the standards that we're teaching, thinking about our goals, the learning outcomes we're looking for in our children, and then using that to do backwards planning and think about hands-on activities that are authentic at kids' levels can we create that will get them excited about the content, that will engage them in the content, and get them thinking and talking.
So play happens all day, and it happens because we know these young learners, they need to learn from social behavior. This is the time that they develop those skills to be advocates for themselves and to problem solve, be consistent, perseverance, and I think that when students are able to explore these skills and be able to practice in a really safe setting, and they're not concerned whether they're right or wrong, but they're just as a teacher, I feel myself talking for them. So I want to give them some tools and strategies on how they can solve those problems on their own. And sometimes that takes like whispering and coaching, or sometimes it takes like taking a break. And then other times we meet as a class and say, hey, my friend is having this problem every day. What do you think we can do to help solve this problem?
Through play, I found it to be the most effective way to teach academic skills to children. So before the play happens, I set it up together. Or sometimes I front-load vocabulary. I might teach them a word like temperature for studying weather and seasons. We talk about that temperature. We give them some information to audience so that when they come out and play and create, they can use that while they're playing. Children will take the temperature and they'll create a story about animals in winter, and they have smell that they might have animals coming to hibernate, and they start losing the temperature. A lot of temperature is dropping, and there's need to find food. They start cutting out a paper with thermometers so they can measure the temperature. And they start authentically and naturally using their language in their play. And then learning, we're right there, sometimes guiding, sometimes stepping back and watching what's happening, and then coming in at the right moment to ask a question and to nudge the children a little further.
And from the very first day of the Start Planning Workshop, they are playing in the authors. Even before they can eventually write. And they are playing happening years, even before they know one letter.
Alright, so I'm going to go over some very important dates. This might be a time to pull out your phone and take a picture of the screen, or find the slide deck later. There'll also be multiple announcements.
The Summer Classroom Edition project is we are adding 4 classrooms and remodeling the library, the workroom, and the computer lab. We're also adding 2 single-use restrooms at June.
Next show at the top. Yay, got it. All right, so the first few weeks at kindergarten, it starts a little bit different than grades 1 through 5. And our first weeks of preschool do as well. So make sure that you have this information and you're crystal clear on when to show up for school. So we start before Labor Day this year. That is for our kindergarten students. There is before Labor Day. Monday, August 28th through Wednesday, August 30th, the teachers will be making individual appointments to meet with your child. We bring them to school, they basically do an informal assessment to gauge where they are, but that'll happen on the first 2 days. First graders to 5th graders will be here in session, but kindergartners will have scheduled appointments on that Monday and Tuesday. Then Wednesday, half of the kids start. So if your last name begins with A through M, they will come on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, the other half of the alphabet will come, L through Z. And then on Friday, all of the kindergartners will come to class together. So we call it kind of a soft start, warm up. You warm up to kindergarten. And then Monday the 4th is Labor Day, and then we will do our best to assign students to specific classroom teachers by September 6th. That is our goal. Hopefully we'll have enough information so that we can make some really good balanced classes. And then Thursday, September 7th is back to school night, and that'll actually be for pre-K through 5. That's another wonderful presentation like this, but maybe minus the children. And then the first week of pre-K. So this starts a little bit different. They spend a larger chunk of time having the individual meetings, and the teachers will arrange those with all of the preschool families. Then they have their back to school night presentation the same night, same time that we're having ours. And I'm gonna have to get used to that. I said ours. It's all of us. All of us. Just so you know, preschool is new to El Monica this fall. We'll have 3 preschool classrooms. So I need to work on my language and making sure that I'm saying all of us, our 3-year-olds through our 11-year-olds. And then on Friday, you'll have a welcome letter from your teacher. And then your classes actually start on the 11th of September. And it'll also be a soft start with the same alphabet, A through M. And then on Tuesday the 12th, L through Z. And then on Wednesday, all the preschoolers will start. All right, so I know you're confused now. I hope you took a picture so you can remember. We will try to communicate that multiple times. Next slide, please. Oh, thank you. So there are some incredible digital tools that you'll become familiar with. Seesaw is a digital tool where kids can create, write, draw, add pictures, add recordings, and then send it to their parents for review. So that is a way to communicate that many of our primary classrooms use, and you will see your students' work and what they're actually doing in class. Dreambox is a math application that our kindergartners will be using. And then Epic and Bookshelf are books that are available on the students' iPads. Every student will have an iPad that they will take out of the cart from time to time, and perhaps they can explore some books on the iPad as well as a lot of real books. Now this one is super important. I hope you all got a flyer that had a QR code for Parent Square. If you haven't done it, do it before you go home, okay? Parent Square is how we communicate with you. Most of you probably received an email from me telling you about tonight's event, or if you're a preschool family, you probably got an email sent directly, but Parent Square is how we send all those emails, how we can send basically like messages as well. There can be private messaging between the teacher and the parent as well. This is super important. It also gives you all of the calendar information. As you get to know me, you'll know you'll get a Parent Square message as an email, or it can even be a text link if you turn on that part of the service, and it'll show you the Friday newsletter. So then you know what's going to happen the next week. So Parent Square is very important. Please make sure that you sign up right away. And by the way, it's kind of automatic. Once you enroll, you should have gotten an invitation email to Parent Square. Now, I'm not absolutely certain that's true for our Preschool Promise students, but we'll make sure that everybody has ample access to make sure they have the app on their phones and they know what's going on at school. And transportation. All right, your child may be eligible for the bus. If you live within 1 mile of El Monica and not crossing a major street, you get to walk. But if you have to cross, like Walker Road or some of the major roads, or you live more than 1 mile from this location, then you are eligible for a bus. Transportation takes care of all that routing. When you enroll, they start putting together all the bus routes. So they wait until August before they inform you if you have what your bus route is, the bus number, and where the bus stop is located. So that takes a little while. So you might want to check on Google Maps, or you can even call the office to find out if your address is eligible for transportation. And the bus doesn't wait. The bus shows up and they pick up whoever is available, and then they go to school. So make sure that you're on time. It's recommended that for the first month plus of school, you show up 5 minutes early, and just be patient if the bus is late, because they're going to figure out new routes, new students, with all across the district. So it does take some adjustment before they get great at it. And then other transportation options include dropping your children off in the morning via car, and I hope you got my incredibly amazing map that I made to show you how to drop off your children in the morning, and also how to pick your children up if you want to pick them up by car in the afternoon. Probably the most important thing about the morning drop-off by parents is that you go to the, not bus lane, but the first lane, and your students, your children, use the crosswalk to get to the school. And then in the afternoon, the most important thing, don't even arrive to school until 3:10. Our dismissal is 3:05, our buses are in the lot, they load, they leave, and ideally, our parents with cars don't pull up to the cafeteria to pick up their children until 3:10. So don't jump the gun, we won't let you in the parking lot, and then you're gonna get mad at Mr. K, who was one of the teachers that went with the students, because he won't let you in. So please don't do that. Then I already explained kind of the arrival and dismissal procedure. And now breakfast and lunch. We are still working the details out on how exactly it will work for preschool students, but I'm hoping that they are just going to eat with kindergarten students and they'll go through the lunch line. That is my dream. We'll see if that is the reality when I get into all the details of how the preschool will work. If not, I believe they will get their lunch and eat in the classroom, but I'm really hoping that they can be just like our kindergartners and eat in the cafeteria. Ooh, that reminds me, if you are available for the first month of school and you want to volunteer, the cafeteria is the place. Because teaching, we'll have over 100 kindergartners and preschoolers in one space, and so many adults will make it possible for kids to get their lunch, maybe have a few minutes to eat. But opening everything, opening all the milk cartons, opening all the sandwich packages, opening everything. So if you are willing to volunteer, she's going to tell you how to do it. And then Kindy Academy, I mentioned that. It is for our incoming kindergartners. It's going to be August 7th through 10th. You drop off at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then pick up. 1 o'clock is our end time, but we're saying pick up at 12:50 so that we can help people get into cars. Typically what we've done is have all of the students enter through the cafeterias in a big group setting, have a snack or something to eat. They definitely will be served lunch, so that is part of the kindergarten academy. It's free, and we would like all of our kindergartners to attend and have a positive school experience before school even begins. It is optional though, and if you do decide to sign up, make sure you're here the whole week. It doesn't kind of make sense to come for one day. It's really more positive for your children if they're able to be here all 4 days. All right, Alyssa is on.
Okay, hi everybody. So my name is Alyssa Maxwell, and I'm a parent at Elmonica. I have a first grader this year, and we love Elmonica, so I'm just here to welcome you, first of all, and encourage you to find a way to get involved. I really believe that there is a place for every parent at this school. So whether you're available during the day to help, or you're only available in the evenings, or you're only available for special events, or you don't want to be around other people's kids, we can find a job for you still. So, in order to volunteer, we encourage you to sign up on the Beaverton School District website and get cleared as a volunteer. That is if you want to participate in any during school or with student events. The tip is to go online and do your volunteer registration now, because when we get back to the fall, if you wait until the fall, then everybody's trying to get registered and it takes a while to process. So please get signed up now. And as we mentioned, those first 2 weeks of school, we'll be looking for parent volunteers to help, particularly in the cafeteria. That is a big one for us. But our PTO helps coordinate volunteers for so many different events. We have special events. We have like family movie nights that you can bring your kids to for free and just participate as a community. We have, next slide. We have a big jog-a-thon in the fall. So you can mark your calendar now for Friday, October 6th. This is our big fundraiser for Elmonica. We don't have like a big, school auction where you've got to get a babysitter and all these things. We do a pretty minimal amount of fundraising through one big event, and it's a big amount of fundraising for one event, but it's one event. And the kids love it, so they'll all be running during the day and collecting donations. And the money that we raise as a PTO, it funds things like our family movie nights, it funds field trips for our students, we participate in art literacy. There's a lot of great programs that we are trying to implement as a PTO. So we have events like a trunk or treat event in October, we have a winter workshop craft night or craft day. So there's tons of things going on, usually about one event a month, between what the school is offering and what the PTO is offering. And then my last plug would be, I encourage you to join us at PTO. PTO is our parent-teacher organization. We are a very low-key, low-drama group. If you have ever seen a school parent organization depicted on television, we are over here, totally different than that. We're a pretty small group of folks that are just trying to do fun things for our community and get students and families engaged. So if you can come out and join us for our meetings throughout the year, they're 45 minutes or an hour and then we're done. And Wednesdays on the third Wednesday of the month. And we have them here at school or on Zoom. And if you are really looking to get involved in a very low-key way, we are looking for a PTO secretary for next year. The commitment is attend a one-hour meeting, spend about 1 hour writing up the notes from that meeting, and you're done. But we really need that person. That's an important person for our board. So if you think you could contribute in that way, you can talk to me after or talk to Anne. She's sitting in the front. She's our PTO president right now. And we would love to get you involved.
Thank you so much. All right, we have a message from the Beaverton City Library, and you notice they had some free books out there. Hopefully you'll grab one on your way out. And that is, we'll bring it to an end for the talking heads. The next part, after we watch this little video, I just want to give you a warm up to it. I'm going to have you go find a classroom where your children are, claim them, and then come out to the front of the building for a bus ride. Now, it looks to me like we don't have enough seats on the bus for all of you. So if your child is willing, please encourage them to get on the bus with their new friends on their own. If they're absolutely devastated and can't do it without you, then you have a choice to make if one parent needs to go with them. But try to encourage them to go by themselves. I don't know if we have enough time for 2 bus rides tonight, so 1 bus ride it will be. I will make an announcement in a few minutes to let you know that the buses are leaving. So if you get distracted somewhere, hustle to the front so you can ride the bus, or your children can ride the bus. All right, so are you ready?
Hola! My name is Araceli, and I work at the Beaverton City Library. And I'm happy to share some of the ways that the Beaverton City Library can help support preschoolers and kindergartners. But first, I'd like to start with a question. How many of you are already reading aloud with your child every single day? Yay! That's great! You're well on your way to getting your child excited about learning. And if not, no worries. It is never too late to start. Reading aloud to your child every day is one of the most important things you can do to help build strong brains and a strong learning foundation. So keep reading! Starting on May 15th, we will offer our Ready Set Kindergarten program, a 6-week series in which we practice and share skills that will help get your child excited about starting kindergarten. And we do this by sharing music, stories, art, and play. Also, every time that they attend a session, they will receive a free book that they get to add to their home library. Registration begins April 15th, and you can register online, in person, or by phone. For more detailed information, please visit our website. Also, we have partnered with the Beaverton School District to get all students library cards! So once your preschooler or kindergartner begins school, they will receive a library card in late fall or winter called a WCCLS Student Library Card. With this card, they can check out books, ebooks, audiobooks, and it's fine free. Lastly, please remember that we are here to help in any way that we can. For more information on our current services, please visit our website or give us a call at 503-644-2197. We hope to see you and your child at the library. Bye!
All right, everyone, I see that a whole posse of children and adults started heading towards the bus. So, head that direction. I'm sure that all of the teachers have followed behind. Thank you so much for coming this evening. I appreciate the large and wonderful crowd.